people, yeah.
One as well, isn't it?
Without, yeah. Without that, yeah.
Bit of time,
Sorry, people, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. That's our first time, man. Our first time. Welcome to the 401. Ricky Sharp is back again, along with his partner in crime, Stefan Marshall.
Stefan Marshall.
So today we're going to touch on the subject. We're going to keep you for long. We're going to touch on the subject. And everyone's heard about it in the media. Everyone knows what's going on in Ukraine and the war and everything, which is very frightening. It's very scary, and you know we feel for the people that are out there and stuff like that going through it, along with what happened in Palestine. So we just want to touch on the government asking to take refugees in, Ukrainians for $350 a month. We want to know your views if you're for or against it. We're going to put our views out there. We're going to try and make it as sweet as possible. We're not against anything.
Or for anything. Yeah,
or for anything. So we just want to know people's opinions basically. So Stefan.
Yes. So obviously I don't know. It's pretty much like I'm not so much on the fence about it, but I don't know, because when I heard this information clearly, I was pretty much dumbfounded because especially with COVID just being around the corner, and how long was that? That was 3 months, or it's not even 6 months,
Well,
is it? It's 3 months, isn't it?
Well, let's be honest. A few weeks ago, you couldn't even hug your nana.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't even hug your nana.
And
now you couldn't even hug Super Grand.
And now you wanna, you people are coming in the country and stuff like that. Listen, we're all for the freedom and stuff like
and
that.
Helping that individual.
That's what the 401's about.
Everyone deserves a fair crack at the whip.
Of course,
we love that.
Of course it is. But there's a lot of stuff going on in Britain anyway. With the homeless and stuff like that.
I think it's about looking after your own first, because I've always been a true believer in that. Because obviously, as well as you people know, you walk down the street, or town, should I say, or Tesco, Asda, whatnot, and you see a homeless person, and then pretty much straight away you think to yourself, and they're begging clearly, and then you're not going to give nothing to these homeless people. Standard, because I've actually stood there and for a good 10-15 minutes and watched the process of people just walking past, and it's pretty crazy.
We've all done it. We've all
walked past, and the only reason why we walk past because we've never had shit.
No, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've never had shit.
I did give an homeless person £2 today. That is gospel.
And I've given them the most I've given a homeless person is 10 quid. It's 5 quid. Sorry, correct that. It's 5 quid.
You mean 5 quid? Yeah. The basic on the matter is like Stefan touched on. It's like, I don't want to go too deep on the government because it's the government. But why wasn't this process
implemented for
the homeless people
first initially? 10 years ago? How long have they had homeless?
Do you know what I just think? You know what I think, sir? Do you know what I think?
Tell me now.
Do you know what I think?
Tell me now.
I think they think every homeless person is on drugs.
Yeah.
That's what I think, or an alcoholic.
Which is just about what I was going to say as well with the people that obviously walk past these people when they see them homeless. They think, they're on drugs, or they're just gonna sorry, excuse my language. They're just gonna go out and spend it on alcohol and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what did I say to you a couple of weeks ago? What Ricky Gervais said, and it was massive. He always gives something to the homeless people because
What they do is they're it's up to them, isn't it?
Their prerogative.
Yeah, it's up to them.
As soon as you obviously give that person that money, then it's theirs. Then it's theirs to do whatever they want with it. If they want to go and shoot it up, if they want to go and drink it up, or whatever they want to do with it, you've done your bit. It's their prerogative. So that's your job done. So once you've obviously give that little bit of money over, which if you would give that one little bit of money over would be a great thing, but clearly people don't. But if they did, then at least you'll go home with a clear heart. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The narrative is it's like every homeless person is on drugs, they're alcoholics. There are circumstances what brings a homeless person to the point in their life, whether it is drug or alcohol related, whether it's depression, it could be something so simple as like losing the kids or anything like that.
Yeah. It's not always necessarily...
People do not know the stories about this or anything like that.
Too judgmental, aren't we?
Too judgmental. But let's get back to the subject. So we're asking you, our people, our family, the 401 family.
Yep.
What do you think about this? Are you for or against it, or have you got another opinion on it? Feel free to type in. Steph, go on.
Yeah, and what would you and what kind of like would you do? Because I feel like if I was homeless, I'm fortunate enough to not be homeless, but I pretty much think about it's got to take a lot of balls, and I mean big balls, to actually sit in town with the little hat in front of you and a sheet and whatever and beg. Yeah. You're not even playing nothing to get that. Even if you're playing something, you probably won't get shit.
You have to sell the guitar, wouldn't you?
Do you know what I mean? So you have to sell the little... I didn't say your little guitar that you got to probably get a little something to eat for the night. But a lot of people are just so struggling hard. So like, what would you do if you was in that situation? Do you know what I mean? Because it could easily be turned around. Because a lot of people are addicts. It's not just them.
It's not even addicts.
Everybody's an addict, isn't it? If you like knitting, if you like going shopping or whatever, everybody's an addict in their certain in a certain way.
There's a certain thing that's got people into that situation, whether it's bad or good. You know what I mean? It can't be good, but whether it's self-inflicted or not self-inflicted.
True.
But the question is why not offer that to them? Why not? If let's just break it down a little bit.
Could you do more?
If you're offering, say you're offering £350 a month for, let's say 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is look, without a doubt, this it's a good, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or good thing or anything like that. But if you're offering £350 a month for 2,000 people, could that build a shelter?
Exactly.
Could that build a shelter for the homeless in Britain first? You know what I mean? Can we get that addressed first and then start worrying about everything else? I don't know. What are your views? Could that be a possibility? £350 a month is not a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Really, it's not a lot of money to feed. What is it? I don't know. How many they're offering to pull it into one person. I don't know.
And they do a bit. To be fair, we don't want to just say they don't do nothing, because they do a bit, don't they? The system. They do a bit for homeless people.
That's the system without the system, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
that's the system. That's
they
the
do
system
a bit,
with it.
obviously you got the.
Yeah, that's the system that people care. The system.
It's not the system. It's
not the system.
It's the people system.
Yeah, it's a people system.
It's the people system. If the
so,
people
we
system
really
come
appreciate
together,
that. Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
So
fucking pretty much like dug deep. Even if £1 a week, that's nothing. That's nothing.
But we need to know that £1 a week's going somewhere, don't we? So.
Yeah, we'll make sure that £1 a week goes somewhere, 100%. Obviously, we've got a few charities in the making, pretty much right now. So, Do you know what I mean? And obviously a few projects that we're working on. You touched on the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And obviously my brother is not homeless now, but he's going through a little bit of a bad time, whatnot.
Big up Stefan Marshall.
Big up Stefan Marshall.
Yeah.
Respect.
Big up the Bears crew.
Yeah,
that's
for real.
Get there.
And it was, I remember about a year ago, it was the process where pretty much what the YMCA did was, what was it? It was only in the winter. Bearing in mind this was only in the winter, so only in the winter, what they would do, they would pretty much shelter them, house them or shelter them, whichever one you want to call it, for a night.
Right.
Every weekend for a night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then obviously when winter's over, that's it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not all year round. It's only for the winter, and that's kind of good-ish in a way, because obviously
it's not enough, though, is it?
Of course it's not enough. Of course it's not enough. Of course it's not.
It's nowhere near enough, is it?
Of course it's not enough. Because I remember obviously going. Where was it? You know, Halfords. You know that area, Halfords, and where establishments you got around there? You got Halfords.
You got the pet shop and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, right there.
I used to walk past there.
The old blockbuster.
And they've got a little shelter, not shelter, but they've got a little shelter, and you just see like a hell of a lot of like homeless people, like obviously sleeping and all that kind of stuff. So basically, what we're saying is,
are you for or against?
Yes, for or against.
Are you for or against? What have you got another opinion? Have you got another idea? Have you got another situation? I mean, you know.
Or is your family members?
You know what I mean?
Have you got family members?
Yeah. Have you got
kind of going through a rough patch?
You know, it's like, what do we do about it? You know, it's like, you know, the government are putting this in place right now, but it's like they've not put nothing in place previous for the people that live here. And like I said before, we're not against it. I'm not against it.
They probably only can do so much,
I'm not against it.
They probably only can do so much as well.
They've probably got a kind of like a written statement or written forum that they have to do or put in place. But you know what I mean?
It's not like the government ain't doing nothing. The government are doing something.
Yeah, but they're not doing.
It's not.
They're not doing nothing for the homeless.
Yeah, no, for the homeless.
First of all, that's
100%.
That's the first job that needs doing.
So do we have to dig in?
That's the job.
Do we have to dig in for the second half of it?
Yeah, that's the job that needs doing. Then do something for the homeless. Then by all means do what you got to do for the rest of the world. You know what I mean? I'm all for that. But you know what I mean? Look after your own. Look after your own first, and I mean, own is in Britain. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, people are fucking dying out there.
Exactly, you know because if I was homeless, Rick, 100%. If I was homeless, and I say, yeah, I'm breaking into your house, man. Trust me. If I was homeless, right, and I heard this news and information, and then I said, good in the word, and I see multiple people going into certain accommodation, because it's not just people accommodating them. That's they obviously they're going to set up houses for them as well. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have to do that as well.
There'll be visas, won't there, and stuff like that.
Or some shit. I don't know exactly. We've not gone into that or ready to that.
Stuff like that.
Or done research on that. But if I'd seen that, pretty much, I'd have been. I'm fucking so angry at that point. I'm just gonna I've just given up. Either I'm gonna kill myself, if I was that way inclined, which I'm not clearly, but I don't know what I'd be like in that state frame of mind.
I think
exactly when you think someone cares about it.
I just think you know what's going on. You just be from what's going on.
But what would you do? You'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna carry on robbing. I'm gonna carry on drinking.
But that's if that's homeless person that's way inclined. Like, well, you can't put like a label on a homeless person.
You can't. No,
there's a situation like Scotland there. maybe it is self-inflicted, maybe it's not. You know what I mean?
But even if it ain't, or multiple,
you know, it's like
multiple.
You can't, like we said, you can't go around like everyone owes you living. No one owes no one nothing. But what I'm saying, you would feel aggrieved, wouldn't you? You would feel aggrieved if you're looking after someone that doesn't live here first, basically. And like we said before, everyone not against anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? I want to help everybody. You know what I mean? We want to help everybody. But what do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Are you for or you're against, or have you got an opinion on anything? Steph, you'd like to touch on anything before we go, or
So basically that's pretty much. That's pretty much in a nutshell, really. It's pretty much in a nutshell, isn't it? I think they've got the kind of gist of what we're about, and what would you do? What would you do? All I'm saying, what would you do? You see a homeless person or whatever on the street. I don't keep on saying homeless or whatever. I'm just saying, or Ukrainian. What would you do in that situation? What would you do? Would you give them little something? You don't have to give them a little. You don't have to give them a money. You can go to
food, isn't it?
Exactly. You can go to the shop and get them a sandwich. So there's no excuse there. So don't say, they're gonna spend it on drugs or weed or no. Just get them a sandwich then. So that there's no real kind of like way out of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So like Rick said,
Just post your comments. Please post your comments because we want to answer them. We'd love to answer them. We'd love to just
see what the public are thinking.
I'm going to get involved with the 401 as well because we're going to come out with more videos. So we're probably looking to do a video, one of these kind of like live videos, probably every Saturday if we can. Probably about between 2 and 3. So if you are free, please tune in. There's loads of more podcasts to come. We're working on a lot of stuff.
A lot more fun stuff as well.
A lot more fun stuff, not so much serious. So just keep viewing, people. We love you. We love the world. We want the world to work. So
Get back at us.
Bless up, man. Bless up.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
My tune.
My tune. Yeah, love you people.
Well, that's up, man.